봐봐, 진짜. Just stun. Put down me. Everyone goes up. Just come in.
Phoenix, don't die. I'll try.
Just come in. We haven't. Everyone goes up. Just come in. We haven't. Go.
Oh my god, why so bad? You should get up this game.
That was a 1 versus 3. I did my best.
Shut up. You obviously just don't know how to play.
Are you always like this when you talk to people?
Why are you so sensitive?
That wasn't a joke. Wasn't even funny.
She must be on period.
Have you experienced this before? Well, welcome to Late Nights with Charlie, where we are up late at night. Where we will be talking about women in gaming culture.
It's late nights with Charlie, who's up late at night because it is late at night and Charlie is up and so are you.
Thank you for joining me today. I am your host Charlie and we are here today with Allison. Everyone please give her a round of applause. So Allison, tell us, what brings you on the show today? Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about my experience as a female in the gaming community. Well, in our first segment, we will be doing a Charlie Who, where you, my dear, will be versing a very lucky member in the audience today. That's a bit scary. Do not fear, my dear. I do not believe our audience members are exactly the brightest to be joining us here at 3 a.m. Or they just really love me. Thank you for that. Well, Allison, the rules are simple. Just simply answer my questions. And if you are able to win tonight, you'll be going home with $1,000 tonight. Isn't that amazing? So do your best, my dear. Now, without further ado, let's begin. The gaming community is toxic, that is undeniable, but it has been found in multiplayer games that females are more likely to receive negative comments as opposed to males in relation to their voice. Now, here comes question 1. How more likely is this? Option A, 10 times. Option B, 2 times. Option C, 5 times. And option D, 3 times. You have 5 seconds. And the answer is option D, 3 times. Bad start. It seems both Allison and the audience have picked option C. That's okay, we still have more to come. But I want to ask, what do you think could be the reason why this is true? I believe it may come from the general perception of women being weaker and incompetent. Because of this, women are preconceived to be useless before they can even prove themselves, so their mistakes appear extra bad. That is very interesting. Actually, working from that, I have a question for everyone. True or false? Could the anonymous aspect that comes with video games amplify this aggression? You will get 5 seconds. Well, the answer is true. Well, that was a pretty easy one, wasn't it, everyone? Good job. But I want to ask, Allison, could this just be one bad apple ruining it for all men? Well, I believe yes and no. It is typical for people to join in with the perpetrator to avoid being the target regardless of their gender. It comes from the natural human desire to survive and not be the bottom of the food chain. So one bad apple ends up spoiling the whole lot. Very Animal Kingdom-like, huh? I mean, at the end of the day, is it all just video games, right? Or is it? Question 3, everybody! Could the consequences of this have an impact on an individual's sense of self? Shall I repeat myself? Well, aren't you gonna give the options? There are no options, the game's over. Oh, okay, so we tied? That is correct. The show does not have $1,000 to give out. Okay, cool. So Allison, what are the consequences of this on an individual sense of self?
Constant belittling can cause females to doubt their own capabilities and perceive themselves as they have been told, incompetent. Therefore, they step back into more passive, secondary roles like healers, which supports the weak stereotype and feeds into the vicious cycle.
Some very insightful points today. Thank you so much for that, Alison. Everyone give her a round of applause. I would also love to jump right over to Ningxi, who will be on the streets interviewing people to see what they have to say about this. Thank you again, Alison. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. My name is Ningxi. Today we are at the University of Melbourne to see what students have to say about their experience. These are all consensual and no harassment. Hi, do you have a time for... The other one's actually finished. Now that we finished lunch. Hi, do you have a time for... Wait, it's a really quick. Wait. Real quick. Interviewer. Real quick. What's your name?
My name's Kyung.
Shun.
I'm Jamil.
So I have a few questions about the female discrimination in the gaming culture. So first question, how have you feel as a female when you play video game? Do you think your gender has any impact on your treatment?
I think if I'm playing online games that require me to talk to other people, I'm usually muted unless I'm with my friends because I don't have a lot of experience when I play with guys, and if I turn my mic on, low-key, I get kind of discriminated.
Do you think it's impacted your own sense of the self and the confidence?
I think at the very beginning when I was mistreated, I do felt really low. I was like, why am I playing a game and I'm feeling so much of discrimination? But I think afterwards I was just like it's fine. Like in the sense like if they really look down on me, I'll prove myself one day.
How have you feel as a male when you play video games? Do you think your gender has any impact on your treatment?
I personally don't think, like, being a male myself, I don't think there's a mistreatment in when I play games.
I haven't really thought about my impact being a male playing video games, especially online video games, because I guess it's so male dominated.
Do you think female discrimination in the gaming culture is really bad or really common?
I think it's really common, but I think nowadays I'm really glad that the women are speaking up as they should, so that they can kind of... Some men need to keep quiet.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it is very common in very competitive games. I think like a lot of my friends were saying like they always get mistreated, and that's why sometimes when they play the game, they prefer to just play with their friends.
Okay, so what game do you typically think creates a more hostile environment for female?
Definitely first-person shooters, team shooters.
Why do you think that way?
I have no idea. Maybe because classically it was more marketed towards guys in the early 2000s, like Call of Duty, Halo, and everything else has sort of sprung up from that era of gaming, like Valorant. It was just more towards guys.
Do you ever notice how female players are treated in voice chat?
I mean, I do notice from experience and from online as well, it's very common for a lot of guys to kind of look down or be condescending once they find out that that person is a woman.
Okay, that's all of my question. I hope it didn't take you so long.
I miss my stream.
Oh.
Are we allowed to do that? Oh, but I don't. Okay.
Don't record anymore. This part no need to record.
Welcome back, everyone. How are we feeling? Excellent. We are joined now by two guests. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Robert, and I have been a video game character designer for 20 years. My name is Selena, and I'm a gamer who has several problems with female representation in video game culture.
Oh, coming in hot already, Selena. Well then, we might as well get into it. We will now begin our second segment, Charlie's Attorney. Now, court is in session for the trial of Robert.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution, please present your case.
Allow me to provide a reenactment.
Proceed.
Yay, I can finally upgrade my armor. What the fuck? Why does she have less clothes if she's supposed to gain more armor? This is so stupid. Who made this?
I see. I believe we have a case of poor female representation in gaming culture. Is that correct, Selena?
That is correct, Your Honor. May I elaborate?
Proceed.
Dear members of the jury, we all saw what happened to that woman's clothes, correct? Please explain why the reward system in this game for leveling up is to remove more pieces of clothing from the avatar's body.
I'm just doing my job and designing according to what the game wants. We are a business after all.
Fair enough, but have you considered that majority of game studies have only been conducted on the male audience?
Well, no.
Exactly, you're quite literally catering to the male gaze. Furthermore, female characters are often given the role of a support with non-offensive skill sets that focus more on protecting their teammates. The most notable healers of many games include Mercy from Overwatch, Sage from Valorant, and Soraka from League of Legends, who quite literally sacrifices her own health to heal her teammates. Interesting trend.
That is true, but nobody is forcing you to select those characters.
But aren't video games supposed to be an extension of self? People tend to like selecting characters who share traits to themselves, and gender's a huge aspect.
Okay, but if women want to identify with more powerful roles, they still have autonomy to pick stronger characters.
If the gender we identify with is frequently depicted in over-sexualized and weak positions, it can push women to believe that they're not set for a role of power and strength, but as a secondary role instead. There are many psychological aspects of this. It's not as simple as but free will. Furthermore, for females who enjoy video games to be constantly exposed to the idealized image of women as curvy and conventionally attractive, it further feeds into this poor sense of self and shatters confidence over things that cannot be changed.
Objection! It's not that deep. Seems like a whole bunch of overthinking.
Your reaction to my points is precisely proving it.
Oh yeah? How?
Have you been listening this whole time? Are you deaf?
It sounds like a whole lot of bullshit.
Order! Watch yourself, you two.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Selena, I have to admit, you made some solid points about the poor representation of women in game design.
Thank you.
And I guess, agree with you on this. However, I would like to point out the efforts that have been made by my end, where there are female characters that have been designed as strong and unconventionally attractive with sufficient clothing. As you have mentioned League of Legends, let me present Allow, Kale, and Vi. Additionally, a champion called Morgana, and their design improved from a bra and maxi skirt to actual clothing.
Maybe this is true for large games such as League of Legends, but what about smaller games such as Soul Calibur? This character, Ivy Valentine, who became playable in 2018 in Soul Calibur 6, quite literally looks like that.
I guess change takes time, but designers are evidently doing their best to change this.
I do recognize that now, and I'm all for cute clothes, don't get me wrong. But this is clearly not a battle fit at all, let's just be real.
Perhaps a change in mindset in the player base is required, then designers who may want to depict women in different lights are less pressured by the audience to only create characters with sexual appeal.
Yeah, designers can not only have greater creative freedom, but we may see an improvement in representation overall.
I believe we've come to an agreement, Selena.
I believe so as well.
What a beautiful reconcilement. The court is adjourned. Thank you for your time, Selena and Robin. Everyone, please give them a round of applause. Thank you. Well, we have reached the end of tonight's episode. Thank you for tuning in as always, my friends.